Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Deformation series shape-shifting Jeep. So you can already tell by the looks of the box, this is a straight up KO of Rise of the Beast Voyager class battletrap, and I've been asked by quite a few people in the comments and on my Instagram to do some more KO comparisons, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So there's a direct link for this from Shozy in the description, and I also need to thank Rohan because this is his and this is one of his great ideas. So we are of course going to get him out of the packaging. We're going to do some comparisons with him, but not too detailed. I'm going to actually save that for its own video. What I want to do with this is just concentrate on this guy. We'll see how he looks with some of the rest of the Rise of the Beast characters, which I've got to hand as well, and we'll have a look at him in both modes. So obviously, as you said, this is battletrap, but they can't call him that. They can't even call it Transformers. To be honest, things like this I don't even know how they get away with. We can clearly tell, though, as I say, that that is battletrap, and there it is on the back. There's nothing else at all. It just says that, apart from the fact it says for 14+ ages. Now I've pre-opened that side, ready to make this easy, and oh, he's packaged in robot mode, which I wasn't expecting. Clearly he's in a plastic case which comes off really easily. He looks, is he a little bit brighter? We'll have a look at that in a second. He's got his accessory fully attached to his hand already. Right, let's rest that there. The instructions are, well, third-party instructions are usually quite terrible. These don't look any better, but there you go. It does come with an instruction sheet. Let's have a look at the actual figure then. So the face, to me, wow, that's really stiff, which a little bit, I suppose, alarming because I don't want to break it. So the head sculpt isn't too bad. What's it like compared to the first? As I say, I don't want it. It is a bit brighter. It is a bit brighter. I don't think you can see it in hand, but it is definitely a little bit brighter. As I say, I'm going to do a detailed comparison video separately. Let's look at this, and the head will go all the way around. The shoulders, has that come out? Yes, it has. The problem with some of these is sometimes they are quite loose. They will go up to the side. They will go, yep, they'll go around the side, all the way around, rather, as long as they're not hindered. I'm just trying to remember what the actual battletrap did. So there is a waist swivel. There is a hip. Is there a hip swivel? Yes, there is. It's very tight. I thought I was going to pop that off then. There's a knee bend and there's an ankle tilt and rock. And as I've already said, he's got the mace in his hands already. So let's see if we can take this off. I'm presuming we can. Oh, it's pretty tightly stuck in his hand. There we go. So as I say, it doesn't look too bad. It just looks like these are popping off far too easily. As far as first impressions go, it doesn't feel too, it's not standing. Let's see if that's just due to the fact that there you go. No, it's not. This is the problem that you do get with KOs. I mean, obviously, I think the leg joint is slightly out. It is very stiff. The heel things are down, so it's not that. Let's just see if I can get him to stand. Again, these videos are always as honest as I can be. I've just took him out of the packaging, and I suppose it's interesting for people to see, you know, I suppose this is reassuring people also to see, you know, what they get for their money. I really can't get this to stand at all. I'm trying my best. I don't want to break the knee. It looks like this is, let's see if I can turn this around, take it out. You see, this is sometimes, there we go, the problems that you do get. That's with both arms forwards. The only way I can get him to stand is with both arms forward. It could just be, as I say, don't get me wrong, don't forget, obviously, sorry, the quality on these is not going to be anything anywhere near what the Hasbro and Takara are. This is much cheaper, and again, that's why I suppose it's classed as a KO. However, from, as I say, first glances, I mean, look, let's be honest, I can't tell anything on there looking at it if it was on display, if there is any major differences. It still displays absolutely fine with regards to the rest of the Rise of the Beast figures. So if you're after one, and you just, as I say, after completing that collection, I don't know, guys, let me know in the comments. Is battletrap hard to get hold of all of a sudden? Is there a reason for them to KO him? I would understand if they KO'd this guy because he's really difficult to get hold of, but for this, I know. Again, let me know in the comments. As far as I'm concerned with robot mode, I think that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at him very quickly in his ultimate mode and wrap the video up. Okay, then we're back and we are sort of in the alternate mode, and I suppose this is where you get the telltale sign that this is a KO, and it obviously hasn't been either checked correctly or not. But I've heard things like this happening with other figures, so I've experienced it first hand right now. And again, as I said, when he was in robot mode, he looked and he displayed pretty good. However, the alternate mode, I can't get it to transform fully. It could be that there was a slight bow or something that was out of alignment with the legs, which I tried to show you in the first part. I've took it apart. I've literally spent about 40 minutes trying to get this into the alternate mode. Now, once again, I'm not saying that every single copy is like this. This could just be mine. The transformation process is identical to the original, which is this. So I've uploaded the transformation process for this particular figure again if you want to see it and if you are thinking of getting this. Now, once again, I've just checked on Shozy. This is $19. So you've got a huge difference between what the original Voyager class figure was and of course what this KO one is. I think you can just about make out though now that this definitely is darker, and if I look underneath you can just sort of see that everything isn't in the same place, it isn't aligning up, and again I have really given it a good go. It just won't go. Like I said to you, it felt really stiff. I mean, heart in mouth, and as I've said at the beginning of the video, this is Rohan's, it's not mine. There's no way that I want to apply any sort of more pressure to it. I just genuinely feel and think that I'm going to snap it or break it. It just won't line up the same as what the original does. So alternate mode for me in this particular version, or this particular one, again, it could not be the entire run, who knows. The alternate mode isn't going. I've got to be 100% honest, guys, it just isn't going. So alternate mode for me, yes, he's going to display if you can get him to stand. I could just have a bad copy, but I think overall, once again, it's one of them things, you know, where you get what you pay for. This one went no problem whatsoever, and I hardly transform these, in all honesty. What you would do if you transformed, okay, you could hold this together there via the mace. This would open up and you see you've got them little tabs, and you would be able to hold this together, this whole back portion. But for me, it's just not working. And usually, you know, I do want to finish a video, I do want to get it all done properly, but I don't want to break it. I genuinely feel that I'm going to break it, and that could be for a number of reasons. It could just be obviously the fact that it is a $19.20 toy, but not the full price one. And once again, it's not mine. So I've tried my best. I think if you could get it into the alternate mode, no problem whatsoever. Again, you would be able to display it and get away with it. But obviously, I think I'm going to have to round the video up there, because just for that particular reason, it's okay in robot mode, which you saw in the first half. Alternate mode's a no-go, and I wouldn't even suggest sort of transforming it, because it is irritating, and I did genuinely feel that I was going to snap it. So there you go, and of course you're going to see this in a bit more detail in the comparison video as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.